Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on Palantir just several days ago, to be exact on May 11th of this year, when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, at $137.8. And at this point I told you that we have basically two options, and confirmation of certain option should be the breakout above the level of resistance that I marked right here, or below the levels of support of around $132 and $125. And guys, take a look right here. This is the actual price action of Palantir, and I made my previous video when this asset was somewhere at this point in the consolidation phase, in this sideways movement. And since then we don't have any breakouts above this line of this range of resistance or levels of support, and we are still hovering pretty much at the same level. And I have to admit that in today's video I will show you what do we have on the smaller price action, on the smaller scale, and how we can benefit out of its movement. And before we dive deep into all of these, guys, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, this is the post that I wrote on January the 30th. It is a public post that you can find on my Patreon. It is pretty much all trade alerts that I made from December the 1st to January the 30th. These are the results of these alerts. You can see that all of the trades were in profit except this one on December 19th. TRWV hit a stop loss order, and we've lost about 1.33% on this trade, but all other trades are in green. That is why you can use these trades in your personal trades as a part of your due diligence. So guys, you've seen many of my trade calls, all delivering strong returns in just hours. Now it's your turn to trade smarter. Join my safe haven Patreon tier, built for traders who want consistency, structure, and real results. You will get a detailed plan to protect your portfolio, monthly one-on-one Zoom sessions with me, and private Discord access with all trade alerts, lessons, and exclusive updates. And here is the best part. If you don't earn more than your subscription price within 30 days, you will receive a full refund, no question asked, as long as your trading account balance is at least $2,500 and you've taken all the recommended trades during the period. No excuses, no fine print. You profit or you don't pay. Join today and let's start building your edge in the market.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So, and let's begin with some fundamentals first of all. Let's take a look at the general sentiments related to Palantir stock. And to do so, just type in Google search bar Palantir stock and switch to new stuff folder. And let me pay your attention to this article. It was published on Motley Fool just 1 day ago, and it is titled Prediction: This will be a Palantir stock price by 2030. The AI data analytic company will need to keep growing rapidly to justify its lofty stock price. And the key bullets are following. Palantir could be a market-beating stock between now and the end of 2030 if its revenue growth rate remains elevated. There are high expectations already backed into the stock price. And guys, we have basically two opinions. Opinion number one is that Palantir is still very rapidly growing company, and it can prove its quite high valuations. If we take a look right here on its financials, you can see that wait a second, the price to earnings ratio for now is 152.25. It is definitely higher than the average price to earnings on this sector, but it is twice as low as this company has had basically several months ago. And the second opinion is following, that it is extremely expensive company right now and it has to go lower. That is why, guys, Palantir for now is in consolidation for quite a long period of time, and we have to see a breakout from the technical standpoint, from the technical point of view, we have to see the breakout above crucial or below crucial levels in order to confirm its trend. And in a minute I will show you what I'm talking about. But for now, let me pay attention to another quite interesting news. If you type in Google search bar Truist Financial PLTR, you can see you will find two recent news, and both of them are related to Truist Financial. And let me show you first one. Here is this news, and it says Palantir Technologies, Palantir Holdings lowered by Truist Financial Corporation. And the key bullets are following. Truist Financial trimmed its Palantir stake by 2.9% in Q4, selling 15,135 shares. And despite that, guys, the same exact company, wait a second, it reiterates Palantir stock buy rating on AI momentum. And here you can see that they set a price target of basically $223, which means, guys, it is, on the one hand, it is quite controversial news, but on the other hand, you have to keep in mind that everything that was disclosed with the 13G filing has a delay of at least 45 days. And if you take a look at this smart money investors list, you can see that 13G and 13F filings that are written right here have the filing date. And it is nothing else but the filing date, not a deal execution date. The real deal happened basically at least 45 days before this date, which means it happened somewhere in the previous quarter. And for now, guys, we can conclude that Truist Financial is more bullish than bearish, because previously they trimmed their position. And if we take a look at the at the prices of Palantir, basically at the beginning of this year and the end of last year, the price was from its all-time high of $221 all the way down to maybe right here $148, which means they basically booked their profit. And for now, they are more bullish than bearish. That is why I see some bullish signs from the smart money investors list. On top of that, guys, if you take a look right here, if you take a look at this chart, you can see that the number of investors who hold Palantir in their investment portfolio is the highest one among any other previous months. That is why, guys, I see that smart money are cautiously buying Palantir, and despite the fact that Palantir might go lower in the medium-term perspective, in the long-term perspective, I see it's a very substantial upside potential. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deeper right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So, guys, I want to pay attention to the most recent price action of Palantir. Right here, when it was in consolidation phase in this sideways movement for quite a while, it tried to break its upper range of resistance at roughly $139.19. It tried to do it twice, but instead of this, it went lower, and for now it is forming this some kind of bear flag. And usually this type of formation break to the downside, and you can see this arrow. I made a private video for one of my Discord member where I explained its potential movement, and for now it is still hovering inside this ascending but bearish channel, because usually these type of channels break to the downside. That is why, guys, in the short-term perspective, I expect some kind of pullback for Palantir. It is not the setup, even for the short-term trade, but you have to keep in mind that it can go lower. And on a bigger time frame, if we zoom out, we are still in, well, I see two options. Option number one is that Palantir might be in this type of movement to the upside as long as this bottom of the B wave holds. And at the same time, we are on a bigger scale in this type of ABC correction. And I cannot disprove this theory unless it breaks this type of this resistance line and this stop that is set at 165 roughly right here, $165. That is why, guys, if you want to invest in this asset, it is a decent point, because regardless of its upcoming movements, whether we are on a more bullish scenario or more bearish scenario, it can go lower, but the downside potential is not so high, because it already lost from its all-time high about 44% of its value, and to be honest, it is close, it is very close to its potential lowest point for the retracement. That is why, guys, I don't encourage you to enter any position in the short-term perspective with Palantir, but if you want to invest in this asset, I believe that this company will break its all-time high within the next 12 to 18 months, and it hit probably 250 or 200 or $300 mark by the end of next year. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed.